I want to give you a small idea of how it would feel to be part of the Texan brigade that assaulted the Union lines in the Battle of Chickamauga. Look around us, as you can see, that's where the colonel commanding the brigade got a shell through the chest. Now we are advancing, technically speaking, under fire. We're getting canister shell rounds. It's about 550 feet to the road through dense wood, as you can see. This whole area will probably be covered by skirmishers, both Confederate and Union skirmishers, firing at each other from the front. There's no necessity that the little path over to your left will actually exist. So we're advancing, we're advancing, we're advancing. You can just discern going down, opening fire, getting up, moving forward, getting shot at. Artillery hitting from the left and the right. You can see the opening there, that's the Union positions. You're advancing, going to a tree, firing, going forward again. There's a skirmisher, firing, going forward, firing, and now you're holding your position. You can see the Union line now over there. You're waiting for the rest of the regiment to advance, and now you're moving forward, slowly firing, opening fire, and then charging. Charge! There's the Union guns, probably firing canister. If the charge fails, in all chances you're going to stop here and engage in a firefight. If the charge succeeds, you're going to carry the day, crashing up north and taking the guns. Oh, I'm exhausted. Think how much more exhausted it is, the real thing. Okay, so here's the position from which Longstreet essentially won the battle. We are right in front of the point which Longstreet's corps essentially crosses over this open field and chases the Federal lines. If you see those guns back there, back to this wall. I'm walking to give you an idea of the distance crossed over open ground by the Confederate troops. And then I'm going to go up through that wooded area to give you an idea of the length of the field. This is a huge battlefield, okay? Visiting gives you a very good idea about the real size of the armies involved, the distances that you have to cover, and beyond that, the probable problems of command and control, which should probably be huge. Again, this part of the field is open ground. So Longstreet's boys are essentially charging across that open field into these positions over here. As we're going to see, this is going to show us the positions of Federal units. And there you go. Nicholas Division, Woods Division. This is what they saw essentially on that day as Johnson's troops crossed over and charged forward across the open field right into their faces. Whew, I'm out of breath. I'm on the top of Wilder's Monument. This is built on a hill to the extreme south of the Federal line. You can see the Federal line. Forest and forward are the positions from which the Confederates advanced. And as you can see, it is a breathtaking view. Well worth getting exhausted. Well worth getting exhausted. I've been walking for 2 hours. Got another 1.5 hours to walk up from the start. So those woods you see in front of you, that's where the Confederates came from. As you can see, the whole area is heavily wooded. You can just make out Lookout Mountain. It's another Civil War battlefield. It's pretty. And now it's time to follow the last steps of the Battle of Chickamauga. It's November 20th, 1863, 1 p.m. We are in Humphreys Brigade, McLaws Division, Longstreet Corps. We are about to advance towards the final Federal position on Snodgrass Hill. We're going through a lightly wooded area, so it's not as bad as it was for those Texan troop boys that were running on the other side. And we're advancing forward. General Thomas has placed his strong position on the hill and is essentially protecting the retreating Federal Army. So if Braxton Bragg wants this battle to end as a massive defeat for the Union armies, he has to essentially destroy the Federal troops. So he has to take this hill. So we're advancing. We're kind of exhausted right now. We've been pursuing the Union troops for at least an hour or two. Across those open fields we saw before. The fighting is continuing across between those woods the Union center is holding. So we're trying to break the ride. We're advancing forward. We are now reaching slowly into the copse of the woods. This is the point where Union skirmishers will start opening fire, and we will be deploying our own skirmishers forward in order to shoot them. Historically, General Longstreet decided that this position was simply untakeable, the situation that his troops were. So he simply ordered that his troops hold it. I'm going to advance all the way up to the hill just to give you a small idea of what they will have to go through if they wanted to take it. There's the hill in front of us, and it will be full, literally full of Federal troops. The advance is going to be a slow pace. The troops are tired, they're scared, they're exhausted, they're probably thirsty. And it's 12 o'clock in the noon, so it is hot like hell. Advancing forward on almost knee-length grass, peppered by the Union lines. The sun would be above us rather than in our face. Forward over the hill. Full brigade behind us. Those monuments you can see up there, that's where the Union positions will be. It's an open field, so we're continuing forward, stopping, giving fire, advancing. Forward, stopping, giving fire. Now, we notice whether the Union line is breaking or not. If it is not wavering, we have two choices. Either we fall back all the way we got from and get into the protection of the trees, or we stand here and we engage in a firefight. If we see them wavering, then we charge, hopefully driving them away. But as you can see, the charge across this kind of terrain is not going to be easy, especially with exhausted troops. I've been walking for about 2.5 hours, so I'm very close to the point of exhaustion. They're not gonna reach it. They've been fighting, not just walking. They're gonna be exhausted. They're gonna stop here, this close. They're gonna get lots of fire poured into them. Their commanders are gonna try to push them forward, but the boys had enough. They wanna rest. They want to get not tired. Artillery is firing canister into their side, butchering them. No wonder Longstreet, who was supposed to have been a very good corps commander with a good grasp of consequences, decided that the charge up Thomas Hill will be idiotic. Doesn't mean that they didn't try it. They tried it from that side of the hill, but it hasn't changed a thing. The battle was over. A great victory for the Confederacy, but not a total one. The Army of Tennessee will survive to fight another day under the command of Ulysses Grant. who will replace General Rosecrans as commander. Grant, well, will win the war.